I'm going to move on. Right. So Graham exhibited a broad skill set during his ADOS 2 assessment. His ADOS 2 score of 7 indicates that communication, social interaction, and their combined indicates he is on the spectrum. Graham displayed unique strengths and subtle difficulties typical of an articulate man with the autism spectrum. Within the autism spectrum. It goes on about my depression. So I'm getting hot in here. Long-term masking can contribute to isolation and loneliness, as individuals may feel they cannot be their authentic selves around others. This disconnection from one's identity can lead to depression. So masking, yeah. So, I mean, this goes on to say about masking, and I'm a high masker. So this is interesting. So about the depression, it seems there could be an overlap of symptoms between ASD and depression, such as social withdrawal, changes in mood, sleep disturbances, and difficulty concentrating. Distinguishing between symptoms that are characteristic of ASD and those that are primarily related to depression requires careful observation and consideration of Graham's overall presentation, which is why he probably was unseen by some of the health professionals who treated him before. So what that's saying is, like, they told me I was depressed when I was 17, and then continually tried to manage that and possibly mistook some of my symptoms for just being depression. I say just being depression, like depression is not a big thing. It is a big thing. What she's saying is some of those symptoms were probably miscategorized as depression rather than ASD, which is frustrating. But anyway, I can't do anything about that now. So that was that bit. So this bit is about the bit that my mum did. So this is information from my mum to the lady, and then the lady's recounting it. I was described as a shy child. I was an anxious child who liked to be close to someone and have someone I know and trust close to them. So I used to have a collection of wildlife books, which were like encyclopedias, thin green, dark green with a red like strip, and it's wildlife, and there was like 52, I think, and it was it must have been 52, one a week probably. Yeah, makes sense. So I had this whole collection of wildlife books which were on a shelf, and it says here that my mum has said that if mum could not get one of the weeks of the books, he would struggle with this. And what that is because it's not normal, you know. I've been doing this repetitive routine thing every week, getting this book, building up a collection, and it's going to be 52. And she's saying that if she couldn't get it for whatever reason, couldn't afford it or whatever, that was like that was like a thing for me. And that's because once we've started that collecting the wildlife books, we got part 1 and we got part 2, and there's going to be 52. That's a job that's got to be finished then, because then that's done. So if first of all, don't start it if you're not going to complete it. That's me. And then if you've started it and you miss a bit, then it's not complete, so that's not right. It's just interesting that my mum, like, I would never have remembered that or thought about those books had I not seen it, you know. It says he did not like to lose in a game. It's weird because who likes to lose in a game? Who likes to lose, right? And in a game, someone has to lose, someone wins and someone loses, or a team wins or a team loses. And I accept that, and I accept that I can be on the winning team or the winning person, or on the losing team or the losing person. That's fine, because that's, you know, there are rules to these games, and if we play the game as it's meant to be played, there will be a winner and a loser. It's okay if I lose. I don't want to lose, but it's okay. That's something that I don't think I was like that as a child. I just did not like to lose a game. That was bad for me. Not fun, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm a kid, aren't I?